Friends, welcome to offline classes for 9th standard. So as we are discussing a chapter called is matter around us pure. So in part 3 we have discussed about the how components can be separated from the mixtures. But so there are some methods are there how to separate the components from the mixtures. So there are different methods we have discussed, like evaporation and decantation and sublimation. There are different methods are there to separate the components from the mixtures. So how they will separate by these methods? Let us discuss one by one. That is first one, that is evaporation. By this method, how can we separate the components from the mixture? So here this method is used for separating a volatile component, that is solvent, from a non-volatile component, that is solute by heating the mixture. Here we can separate the components from the mixture by heating method. That is called evaporation. So here we will take a small activity here. What do you need here? We will see in the ink is mixture of dye and water. So you know at the ink it's a mixture of water, a color and the water. The dye means what a kind of color. If some ink is heated in a dish, the water evaporates and the dye is left in the dish. Similarly, we can separate a mixture of salt and water or sugar and water by evaporation. So this is a method. What happens? By this way we can separate the mixture. From the mixture components we can separate. So mixture of salt and water. You just see here this is a dish. It contains water, salt and water. And there is a wire gauge we need, and stand we need, and a burner. So when you heat this mixture contain water and salt, what happens? Whatever the water is present in this, they get evaporate. Some of the salt remains there. This is by this method we can separate the components from the mixture by heating method. This is called water evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is a process when the liquid get converted into what in gaseous state. This is what. So when you heat the mixture, the water get evaporates and the solids remains as it is. This is what one method. By this method we can separate water components from the mixtures. Okay. The next step is what is centrifugation. What is centrifugation? The method of separating denser particles and lighter particles from a mixture by using a centrifuging machine is called centrifugation. So usually this method is used in the laboratory, and usually this is used in to separate many kind of water substances from the mixture. Usually they use water in lab testings. There they use water. This method called a centrifugation. So what is actually centrifugation? Here by this method what we can do it, the denser particles and lighter particles get separated. So denser particles means what? Heavier particles. Lighter particles they get separated. We can separate the lighter particles and denser particles from the mixture by using a machine called a centrifugation. This is what centrifugation machine, and this is also one example for centrifugation machine. What they do? So here have you seen the slots here? We have a spots in that we will keep. So that if we take some milk in a centrifugation machine and spin it rapidly, the cream separates from the milk because the cream is less dense than the milk. So when you are home also you are doing while preparing buttermilk. So you get what butter over there. So butter is water. So here the cream less dense than the milk. So we separate. So we take butter from the what buttermilk. So what is that? So we will churn units. So this is also one more kind of method, what is centrifugation. So by this method, what we do, we separate the butter and the buttermilk. So this is also one kind of method, what is separating what are denser particles from the lighter particles. So this is called what the centrifugation. So usually this is used in the laboratory for separating what denser particles and the lighter particles from the mixture. This is so here we need to add the milk in these slots, and by this method we should rotate it continuously. What happen? The it is what have the cream and the milk get separate. So this is one method called the centrifugation. By this method also we can able to separate the components from the mixture. So next method is the another one more method, that is what decantation. So here decantation is also one more method by separating funnels. So here see, this method is used for separating a mixture of immiscible liquids, and liquids separate into different layers depending on their densities. So here the immiscible means they are not mixing. So this method is used for separating of water a mixture of immiscible liquids. So here we have a kind of apparatus. How can we do it? So first, if we take a mixture of kerosene, oil and water in a separating funnel. This is what separating funnel. So this is kerosene and this is what water, and it forms a separate layers of oil and water. This is what oil layer and this is what water layer. The water can be separated by opening the stop cock after the water flows out. The stop plug can be closed. So here when you open it, what happens? The water only flows to the bottom of the beaker, and what happens until the layer comes here, until the blue mark comes here. So what happens? Easily we can able to separate by using water this kind of funnel. So here this funnel help us to separate water to immiscible liquids. So this is also one more method can be used for separating of water components from the mixture. Next method, that is about sublimation. So we have already discussed what is sublimation. So this is a method used to separate the mixture of a sublimable components from a non-sublimable component by heating the mixture. So we know that sublimation. What is sublimation? If there is a what happens, the solid get directly converted into water gases without converting into liquid. That is called what a sublimation. So how can we separate those substances? First we will see the small activity. If a mixture of ammonium chloride and common salt is heated, the ammonium chloride sublimates and can be cooled and solidified and collected, and salt is left behind. So here we have the apparatus how we need to set up. So this is the burner we need, China dish we need, and ammonium chloride, and the inverted funnel, and ammonium chloride vapor size, mixture of ammonium chloride and salt. So here what we need to take. So this is in China dish we should take mixture of ammonium chloride and salt. In this what we need to take ammonium chloride and salt. Then what happens after that? We need to invert the funnel over the mixture, and the one end of the funnel we should close by using what? Cotton. Then we should eat the China dish. What happens here? So when we heat, what happens? The ammonium chloride get vaporizes, and after some times what happens? That get cooled out, and the ammonium chloride solidifies, and it sticks on the surface, on the inner surface of the water, the funnel. So this is what one of the method used for separating water, the components from the mixture. Okay, so these are the different types. By using these methods, we can able to separate the components from the mixture. So still some more methods are there that we'll discuss in next class. Okay, thank you.